Majama lakini bulanda kudili na Wakenya. Wakenya wakisema wataki kitu. Sio kwa hivyo. Sio walipeleka kesi kotini wakisema hiyo Cyber Crime Amendment Bill ya 2024 haidai. High Court imetoa order ikasema ni aje hiyo kuimplement hiyo kitu kwanza isimame. Wakenya ni bulanda. Lakini naye gava alikuwa amecheza tu. Hiyo time tu rao hivyo wase bado ikiona mon. Hapo katikati ilipigwa signature. Wakenya kumbe walikuwa wamechukua rada. Mimi na kama ni bulanda. Sasa koti imesema ni aje kuimplement hiyo kitu kwanza isimame. Bulanda.
So the High Court has now issued conservatory orders suspending the implementation of Section 27(1) B, C, and 2 of the Computer Misuse and Cybercrime Act. And this, of course, is following a petition filed by Ruben Kigame and the Kenya Human Rights Commission against the Attorney General and the Speaker of the National Assembly.
We've got some breaking news. Now, the High Court have temporarily stopped the new amended cybercrime laws. And the courts have issued a conservatory order. And apart from that, they have said that they're going to do a ruling on November 5th. Actually, the full hearing is going to be done in November 5th. So let's wait and see how it goes.
The most basic understanding of cyber harassment is when you use your phone, your laptop, or the internet to contact another person directly or indirectly, knowing very well that what you're doing could cause that person emotional distress, make them afraid, make them suicidal, or your text messages sound offensive or indecent. Now, if you do any of that, you're breaking the law. And that means the courts can punish you by giving you a fine of 20 million or 10 years in prison or both. Additionally, this bill also gives the government the authority to close down websites, social media platforms, and apps that promote crime, terrorism, child abuse, or cult activities without a court order. Now, here is what makes this law controversial. First, there is a fear that it may be misused against people who stand up to authority or people who criticize public figures. Because again, it is hard to prove when a comment or a post may make somebody suicidal or may cause somebody emotional distress. From a political point of view though, this bill seriously censors freedom of speech. Because if you criticize the government, your page can easily be brought down. So can you imagine a scenario where the government has the ability to close down social media apps? How many people do business on TikTok? How many people do business on Facebook and X? If the government decides to close TikTok or Facebook for whatever reason, what does that mean to millions of Kenyans who earn a living online? From a personal perspective, this bill is a way to evade accountability. This bill is a way to cover their... This bill is just a measure of protecting the throne. This bill is not about order. This bill is not about bringing justice or anything about safety. It is about protecting the throne, evading accountability, and damage control. Asante.
The Land Amendment Bill of 2024 was signed into law last week by the president, and this is what it means. All freehold property that borders any urban centers will be turned into leasehold property. I don't know the definition of urban centers for a period of 99 years. And after 99 years, it's not guaranteed if they will renew your leasehold, the land automatically reverts back to government. This also means then automatically then there's an annual rent or tax that will be incurred now by the property owners, because once you had freehold property, you are not paying anything. This will affect developers in the real estate ecosystem. Housing is about to go up. The cost of land is about to go up, so that will be affected as well. The financial institutions and circles will be affected because they love giving financing and mortgaging attached to freehold titles because of its security. But the biggest question is, why are we not strengthening property access and the rights of property vis-a-vis what we are attempting to do with this law.
During this mourning season, Kenyans must stay woke. We must have our eyes open and our ears alert. Kasongo is a historical opportunist who will not let moments like this pass without trying to take advantage of them. Just yesterday, when the country was still in shock, he passed 8 bills into law. Now some of these bills are punitive. That as Kenyans were engulfed in grief and loss, government business quietly went on. Now, the timing alone leaves a lot of questions to be answered. Kenyans must stay vigilant. We must stay alert. We must be woke. We should not allow this mourning season blind us from the new realities in our political set. Because if the president was able to sign 8 bills into law when the country was in shock, I cannot begin to imagine what he's capable of doing when emotions are still raw. The death of Raila Odinga is a national loss, and we must come to terms that changes the political landscape in this country completely. And that means Kenyans must stay woke. We must be on the lookout. Things are changing, and they're changing fast.
Earlier today, President William Ruto passed 8 amendment bills to law, and here's a breakdown of each one of them. Number 1, the Computer Misuse and Cybercrime Amendment Bill of 2024. Hii bill inakubalisha gava kublock and remove websites and applications that promote crime, terrorism and cult-like activities. Still on the bill, inasema anyone mwenye atapatikana akituma salamu or any message that can instill fear or cause violence to the other party, huyo msee atakuwa fined 20 million ama ufungwe miaka kinde. Number 2, we have the Air Passenger Service Charge Amendment Bill of 2025. Hii inaongeza Ferrari ya ndege design yenye kama we ni local passenger utalipa 600 shillings more, na kama unakuja na international flight mtalipa $50 more. Hiyo do inakolektiwa hapo, guess inaenda wapi? Kwa tourist fund na weather service. Number 3, we have the Privatization Bill of 2025. Hii bill ina control venye gava inauza shares zake kwa state-owned companies. Let's say for instance, state-owned company inataka kuuzwa. Itabidi lazima kukuwe na approval kutoka parliament kwanza, ndo treasury ipeane approval, ndo hiyo company iuzwe. So hii bill imetoa parliament hapo katikati. Like treasury sahi inaweza fanya vitu kivyake, hawahitaji approval from the parliament. Haya, bill next, the National Land Commission Amendment Bill of 2023. Inasema all public land transactions lazima zikuwe gazetted first before registering. Moving on to the next bill is the National Land Commission Amendment Bill of 2024. Inasema mtu yote mwenye anataka kubaisha ake lazima kwanza uende kwa Digital Land Registry uconfirm hapo. Hii bill inamalizia kwa kusema land transactions zitakuwa zinafanywa electronically ku reduce fraud na fake title deeds. Last but not least, we have the Wildlife Conservation and Management Amendment Bill of 2023. Hii bill imeadisia fine ya wildlife crimes, e.g. poaching, na pia imeset clear rules za venye utakuwa compensated just in case umekuwa attacked by a wild animal. Last but not least, we have the National Police Service Commission Amendment Bill of 2024. Hii bill basically inapea Inspector General more say in recruiting, promoting and transferring officers. Alafu jamaa yangu, saa zingine si kila siku mandazi. Nunua gazeti, angalia kwa mneti, angalia hizi bills ziko aje. Bills zisikuwe zinapita tu alafu inakupita. Kama saa hii yenye unasikia imekupita, time yenye already imekuwa passed to law. So nasema nini? Watu wana plot, watu wako macho. TV stations na radio stations zote zenye najua, hakuna mwenye ameongelea hizi bills comprehensively. That should tell you something. Usifungwe macho. At this point bado nataka kufungwa macho? No, you don't. You don't. RIP Raila.
Wanataka kufunga midomo yetu tusije tukazungumuze yale ambao tunaona yanaendelea. Wanataka kuuza mali ya wa Kenya kiolela. Na mwishowe muangalie vizuri. Hayo mali hayatauzwa kwa watu wa mbali, ni wao watajiuzia wao wenyewe na wala ambao ni wasaidizi wao. Kwa hivyo ni kusema ya kwamba serikali ya Ruto inataka kujiuzia mali ya Kenya wao wenyewe na marafiki zao, na hiyo hatuwezi kubali kabisa.
Na hiyo kifo ya Raila ni kama flood, maji, mafuriko. Itaosha ujinga mingi both Central na Nyanza. Pale Central kuna leaders huwa hawafanyi anything. Siasa yao tu ni wena goma, Raila ni mundu mogoroki, jaruo geke. Kama ufanyi kazi raundi, hauna chance. Kazi yako inakuwa kutaja Raila ndio upate kuelektiwa. Home direct bila job raundi. Home pale Nyanza kuna watu wanakuwa wameshikilia koti ya Raila hivi. Miauru baba konyo teach baba malo. Kuna kitu kama hiyo. Raundi bila job. Home. Hiyo kifo ya Raila naenda kuosha upuzi mingi kwa ground. Wena modo kweli. Jaruo geke. One more mako baba. Watu konyo baba malo. Kuna hiyo siasa raundi.
Hi Kenyans, mi sina maneno mingi. All I want to say is Ruto must go. Like yesterday. Bye.
Ati black chocolate ni fine melanin bana kutoka nikapate. Kanapenda kenye mi wanapenda, so kanapenda toto chupa na haga nono.
Madam na kudai, umedunga mini na unapenda mangwai. Una dance fit, unawacha nikismile. Ama niko high, jua lies nice.
Kono moja mbele, gine yenderembe. Paila, yoni.
Enyewe Ruto must go. Enyewe Ruto must go. By the way, Ruto must go. Enyewe Ruto must go. Wash fire, Ruto must go. Enyewe Ruto must go. By the way, Ruto must go.